One, two, family, peace. This is Mass Quasi Go Hard Gambia. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get my subscribers up, man, so we can get out there, get this truth out here. I got my sister Cicely in Ghana. How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
All right, I'm excellent. I'm excellent. I had an opportunity to come out there and meet you. If you guys haven't seen that video, check it out on my page. I was in Ghana last year, and Cicely and her daughter, they came to the house. They cooked for us, man, and we had a nice time and had a really great conversation. And yeah, it was awesome. It's awesome to be able to go out and meet people that that you're meeting through YouTube. Could you hear
Yeah,
me?
that was real cool. Yeah, we enjoyed you guys. Yeah,
Okay. So how's everything been going there in Ghana?
man, kind of what is that like a playground or something?
Could you repeat that one more? You know what? Like, I tell you, I'm having so much issues. It's already hard enough with the damn internet being slow. I have to use my phone right here. Hold on. I got my computer going. I got my phone. I'm on my phone because the audio don't want to work on the computer, and I'm trying to delete all my files so that can work. So in any case, how's things been going? You were speaking with me before, just saying that it's just some bumps and bruises that we have to go through in order to make this transition.
Yeah,
True.
you absolutely right. I mean, we're living in difficult times, it's difficult, but you can't really, the easy road.
I You know what?
Challenge.
I think it. I think it might be your audio. Are you hearing me clearly? I can hear you, like, but it's going in and out just a little bit. I can hear you. It was just low for the most part. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's
family
my
out there
background.
in the world where technology works all the time, coming over here, you will have some little snares and things with the technology. However, you know, we're on YouTube, so there's more of a demand for us to be on technology than it would be for most people. However, it's not like it is in the States. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I was about to say
Okay, we good now.
there's a person here who builds cell phone towers and internet towers, and his service is really really good. They got it out in Cape Coast, so we moving on that. We're not gonna just we're gonna have an opportunity to upgrade. You know, but it just takes time and coordination.
Well, everything is, I'm here. I'm getting you clearly now. It's working good enough, So we wanted to talk a little bit about what most people don't talk about. I mean, you see most YouTubers, they're out there, they're showing people around, and they're showing them all the good part, but they don't tell them about the part they really should know about, and that's how we're surviving and what's taking place once they come on the ground.
Right,
You know.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, my I'm not gonna say I was discouraged about doing YouTube, but contacted me and was like, "Hey, I watched your videos. You have very good content, but why you don't have a lot of subscribers?"
Well,
I
who's
was
that?
like, I was like, you almost answered your own question,
Uh-huh.
because it's good content, and sometimes people want to see, sensationalism, and that's what they feed into. So they
Right.
getting what they asked for, as far as I'm concerned. Um,
Well,
but
even with my channel, I haven't. I have a lot of subscribers for someone that haven't been trying to really create a YouTube channel, right? Now, a lot of it is, peer to peer driven, where you're working with
Right.
other people and but you don't see me with a lot of people because there's many haters, but in any case, I'm going to make sure that I'm out and I'm present and I'm on YouTube more, because a lot of people are getting hurt and damaged by crooked people that make it their job just to be on YouTube to try to get subscribers and donations, and lead people into bad situations. Not only are they doing that stuff, what makes what the add insult to injury, they want to try to destroy the people that are actually doing good.
Yeah, it's you know what, Quincy, I think you and I both understand something fundamentally here. We're gonna need some order.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some
Uh-huh.
order. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna move over here, as returnees. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have to put some order to things. And sometimes it's not all nice. You know what I mean? And it's not all
Yeah.
things we could always talk about on YouTube. But
Right.
trust me, it needs to be some order. And sometimes it takes, you know, I'm not really big on, capital punishment, but the old people had a saying. My grandmother used to say that you got to run it with an iron rod, you know,
Yeah.
and it's many ways for us to do that. And we really got to put some of that on the table, because some of this stuff is pure foolishness. And I get it, we all got stuff we go through, but come on, let's face it. If you come on here and clown like this, how are you making things more difficult for the rest of us? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You move on with your life, you recover, you do whatever, but then every time one of us step outside of the house, we got to deal with what we trying to do, plus the impression that you left, on the entire community. And it's foolishnness. You know what I mean? We got people trashing us right now over here, and that's not supposed to be like that. You know what I mean?
You know, I did a live earlier, and I was like, the best thing I probably could have done was just not go and get involved with the repack community. The best thing I could have done was just probably just stayed amongst the locals and built that
Right.
way. Because and it's an endless stream. Like I said, most of the people that I helped come over, they turned into hypocrites. They aligned themselves with people that try to attack my character. People that I've known for, and it's not even people that I just met. I mean, there was people that I've known for many years. You know what I mean? That know me and saw my journey and see that I'm a real person. I ain't got to prove that to nobody. I ain't here to prove nothing. I do what I do. I am who I am. And if a person, if you can't see that, in a way a person carry themselves, in the way that they conduct themselves, the way that they talk and what they do, you're just a poor judge of character. You know what I mean? And most of our community are just infested with people who would rather, see us all. If they can't make it, they rather bring us all down with them.
Wait, see, you know what? This situation over here is very convoluted and complicated. You know what I mean? You
Uh-huh.
got the full set of emotional and mental health perspectives coming over here, right? And sometimes, people will be like, well, why you still dealing with Americans? But I mean, we have to. You know what I'm saying? We have to. But you're right. We also do have to extend our judgment and know that who are we really dealing with? Because some of the stuff that we've had issues with, it's like, man, some of this stuff we got to see it before it comes, because this is ridiculous. They weren't supposed to come and shut your whole operation, you know what I'm saying, down and just turn it all around like that. That wasn't supposed to happen. So
Right.
for me, it's a learning lesson for all of us that we got to tighten up, you know what I mean, and really vet the people, give them,
Eh,
as the old people say, give them a little bit and see what they do with it. You know what I mean? Um,
I think the most sinister part was that what we saw as far as, people who have been over here who have established themselves. Okay. we had other people who were over here that they lit the flame. Okay, it wasn't the
Yeah.
people. It wasn't the people that had just came over. There's no way in hell they would have been able to do anything like that without the support of people that was over here that had large YouTube followings and that was working behind the scenes, empowering YouTubers. There's one particular YouTuber that made it his job to uh, uh, to defame the movement, and then he just went through everybody that he can get, some dirt on, and that dirt was being provided to him from a YouTuber here promoting Pan-Africanism, and and that's the deeper problem.
Bro.
You got
Bro.
people here, and people are seeing them, and people are empowering these people, sending them money, buying land from them, and what they're doing is they're taking that and they're using it in a negative way to use their money to try to bring down other brothers and sisters, try to cause harm. I mean, it was crazy here. You know what I mean? It was very
Quincy,
crazy. And
if you could imagine being in Ghana right now, it's some people over here doing some real dirty things. Now you heard my daughter talking about some of it, right? On the
uh-huh.
interview that she just did. It's bro. I mean, I some of the stuff I can't even talk. I gotta talk. We gotta talk off the record. You know what I'm saying? That's how nasty it is.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why. That's why I keep
When I
saying we
was
need to
there, you remember
ride.
I
You
was
know,
there. They was shooting out, wasn't there? Is a shootout there when I was there between some Black Americans and some Ghanaians.
just
So
imagine.
these huh?
Just imagine.
For the most part, it's good for the most part, but a large number of our people are coming here with the same mentality. They like, hey, listen, they couldn't get, they couldn't get over like they wanted to get over in the States, or they just reached, and they was like, hey, it's gonna be easier for me to do what I was doing in the States over there, and it's, most of these people are coming and they don't have good intentions. So we, the ones that are here, we have to use the legal system. All right. We have to have a legal team to address issues when they come up. We can't count on the YouTubers. They have no integrity. All right. They're all about
No.
themselves. One less person in the market on YouTube. If they have a brother go down, they see that as an opportunity for them to get more money. Okay. They're
Yeah.
not thinking about, I don't give a damn if it's one brother and he got 5 people following him. Those 5 people like him. We are all different. You understand what I'm saying? And in any case, we need a legal team in place to take action, who have relationships with the authorities to address these issues, man. And I mean, it's so
Maybe we should
beyond.
collaborate on that because I've been talking with some of the sisters here, and we are basically looking at doing the same thing. And I think
Mhm.
that's a point of collaboration.
You, you
That
know,
will.
you know, this is my plan. My plan is to get a community, a few people, vet them, and get as far as away from the general repack community that's coming. And then when we're going out doing our thing, we already know, hey, listen, everybody's not on the same page of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And have a place that's a safe haven, that's a safe place where, because everybody, kind of spread out. A few people are building communities. We want to be able to identify those people and support them and join on to what they're doing. But as far as the community as a whole, I don't see anything positive coming from it. In fact, I already know it's going to be more problems. It is, because we bring problems. That's just how we are. It's going
Yeah.
to be more
You know
problems.
what?
It's going to
You
be
know what?
confrontation. You know,
You
what's
know
that?
what? It's all about image, Quasi. You know what I'm saying? It's all about image. If our image
Your
is
your phone
strong,
your phone just went super low. Hold on 1 second.
oh,
I was already struggling with it. Hold on. Mm.
now I was just saying that if
Okay,
if we
I have
can you hear me?
I hear you, but it just went low for a second. Hold
Oh,
on a
okay.
second. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna turn the volume here and let's see if Okay, you can hear me now.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you good.
We
What I'm
can't hear
trying to
you.
get
Could you
at?
guys hear me out there? Afrodamus, what's up? Humble Gambian, her audio, yeah. Chill Neil, what's up? Afrodamus asked a question. Let's see this. He asked the question, why can't people just go to Gambia as individuals instead of forcing each other into community fantasy? Well, I actually did a most people aren't going to come and live. We know that. We know 70% of the people, 80% of the people are going to come and live based how on their programming. We understand that. We would be absolute fools to think everybody's going to come. We tried to do that and we saw what happened. Complete chaos and devastation. So no, everybody, no, we don't want everybody. In fact, the majority of the community we want to be Gambians, or 70, 80% people, young people, impressionable people, people that we have on a career path, and we are actually producing, products from our community. Cynthia, are you there? Could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, so Afrodamus, you right, you right. You know,
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If we think that, we are old enough. We left our parents' homes at some point, And I don't know about you, but did you want to come home like for any reason and be like a scrub? You know what I mean? You want to come home, let your mom see that, hey, she's doing well. She can fend for herself. She can take care of herself. When you show up, your family haven't seen you in a while. You want the whole room to go up when they see, hey, you know what I mean? I don't know how y'all families receive y'all, but that's how my family is. And I
hey,
just feel
hey,
like,
Cynthia, let me ask somebody. Chill. Could you hear Cynthia? Do you hear me over
Cicely,
her?
Cicely,
Let me see. Hold on a second. Cynthia? I mean, Cynthia Sisley. Could you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're so low.
Oh,
So let me see if I can get someone else in and see if their audio is good. But the whole idea of us coming back and us, it being a festive thing, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because we too damaged, we too hateful. I got people hating on me just because I dress nice. He always dressing nice, man. I just hate him. Can't stand him. They hating on my shades and my glasses. Damn. You know what I mean? I ain't from the country like y'all. You know what I mean? I'm from the fly side of things.
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I put the link there. You know, yeah, they're saying you're very low. So,
Oh,
basically, basically, like I said, when I came to Ghana, people were expressing the same dissatisfaction. They were thinking, we're going to come over here, we're going to work together, we're going to work in the community. This is what people are looking for. Yes, this is going to happen. Now we are better. We're improved. We're more aware. We're more sharper now. Okay, of the people out there that have no integrity. You understand? And so, when we have to move in a way, like I don't put a lot of things out there. I'm not putting everything I'm doing because, right now people are watching me and people get offended. I don't even be talking about them, and people will get offended because of these insecurities. And a lot of people are chasing YouTube celebrity, and they want to, like I said, it's just nobody with a YouTube channel should be able, in the movement, should be able to monetize it. I think it contradicts our role here. If you're doing it, give all of that money up to build a community project. If you don't have money, you understand, you need to do it in a way where you're not becoming a problem. You understand, where you're not employing the same underhanded and corrupt methodologies and techniques that America has employed, and which is is something that's going to create a conflict. We can't be in
Right.
somebody else's country fighting. We can't be over here
Yeah,
fighting in other people's country.
bro. You have no idea. I got accosted at a Ghanaian police station by a family from the US. And a lot of people were like, "Well, Cicely, how did you remain calm?" And I'm like, "Because I mean, honestly, I was calm because I would have been too embarrassed to act as ignorant as those people were behaving there. So I had to, just step up and take the bigger role and just ignore that shit because it was just so it's
So the
embarrassing,
sister,
man. That's what
the
that's what I could
sister,
say.
everybody that's out there watching, if you hear what the sister's saying, she said she was in the police station and there was a confrontation with another group of Americans. I've been in the same situation
It's
where I was at the police
embarrassing.
station and people were making threats towards my life, and I told them, I was like, yeah, you hear all of this stuff that these people are saying. I'm gonna just let them keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it. But now that I've been cleared of everything and everybody know that was pure attack and pure harassment, you know what I mean? I'm going to protect myself against anybody that would come around me and attempt to attack me anyway, in any way. It's to that point now. Don't say nothing to me. Just keep on going. I might take it the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's enough is enough. Enough is enough.
I'm
I've
laughing. I'm laughing. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Trust me. Sometimes it gets so ridiculous to the point where you have to laugh. You know what I mean?
um they have a saying. They say every dog have his day. Most of the people that's coming over, they're only going to be here temporary because they don't they come and go. So the ones that are really looking to come over, there's people over here. There's people over here that in Ghana that have communities that are being successful, and that's not a part of the drama. But we know that as more people coming in, you know that's gonna inadvertently affect us if people are coming in. The best thing to be done, your best protection is to be married or adopt a family in the country that you in, just in case anything happened. You understand?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely. I wrote about this in one of my books that I mean, you need more than money to make it in Africa, anywhere. You need family. So it ain't you don't have to marry. Marriage is good, but you don't have to. But you better figure out a way to have a family and have they back and let them have your back because it's
Okay, somebody
absolutely
they
necessary.
they said yours is very low. I don't know if you can log out or log back in. Maybe that'll help. Neil said I hear both of you perfectly normal. Um, so any case, our the idea of this evening's live is to, like I said, I went to Ghana. I spoke with Cicely. She came over the house. We sat down. Very cool sister. And I've been around. I spoke to a few other people, and the energy that you guys have in the states is not. It's not what you're gonna get when you get on the ground here. Okay, and that's just straight up. Many people are coming over and finding out they brought land that they cannot get, and they're pissed off. People are they brought into a whole bunch of legal red tape because of other repats. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes we got to be accountable. We got to take a loss sometime. Now we know. I've lost plenty.
Well, you know what, Quasi? A lot of us think that okay, it's an attack on us as returnees. But what we fail to realize is that land issues is one of the driving factors of the transatlantic of trade, human trafficking. Okay, it's land issues here in this place that don't have nothing to do with us. Okay, people that's born and raised here have land issues here. So once you understand that part, then you know that there's a huge learning curve for you to get on top of it. I'm sitting on my own property right now. This is my
Let me
house.
use your phone. Hold on 1 second. Let me try to get another phone because it's horribly low, and I find myself putting my. I'm gonna send you the link. I want you to log on, okay? Let's see if this people come on. I'll send you the link. Do that for me because I can't do both. I'm gonna send you the stream.
What about
The
now?
situation, as you said, the situation with the land, it was a pre-existing situation, and
Right.
just like I said, and now that people are being a lot wiser, but we have to we have to create more content. Hold on 1 second.
What about
All
now?
right.
Can you hear me now?
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's still low. I can hear you. Now, in terms of the land, right, and people selling land, why is it that nobody went to any of these? Well, I know you can get free land in Ghana, something like that, right?
Yes.
You can get free land.
Yes.
So it's a double-edged sword. It's like, from what I experienced, nobody is going to get around, the loss. You understand? Based on what I seen a huge number of people get led into the wrong direction. A lot of them were people that were coming through our community, but they got distracted and they went to somebody that ripped them off. Okay? And that was done intentionally. That's why we are going to have a full court. People in court. So many people in court right now.
Wow.
Hold on a second. Did you get it? Let me see. So many people are in court right now. Open Safari, copy link. Let me see. Link copy. Could you put this in Safari? I'm just trying to see if you sound better.
Where?
Safari, right here. Go like this. Safari. I just want to see if you sound better here because you are like super low. So,
Okay, so you still can't hear me?
hey, just you know how to put the link? Never mind. Never mind. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. We'll stay up here for about another half hour because I'm not even into the 3 and 4 hour things. There are, like, I have to give Kiki Love Nigeria. She's a sister. She's one that really helped the whole community and addressing. A lot of time we don't want to address our sisters, that have issues.
You telling me?
Huh?
I said you telling me.
It's like how when you a kid, you got the impression that your dad's the bad guy, but then when you grow up, you be like, hey, maybe mommy has something to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? And Africa's not the place for it. Africa's not the place for all of this stuff. Everybody out there, be very, very careful. I'm standing in the room right now. In this property, I've been in this property 4 years. In this room, my accusers slept in this room. I had people that I brought. They slept in this room right here, and people that I work with. Everybody, pretty much that was somebody here, came through this house before all the YouTube got popping. So what happened should have never happened because we all know each other. Nothing was
Wow.
done wrong here at that time. Now we see the wrong that was being done behind the scenes. But as far as me and my partner, everything was cool. But people didn't want the public to think that. So now there's so many court cases in court, man. You know, even with that, you know, you got 100 people, 100 different lawyers, 100, and it's hundreds of people. Everybody's trying to figure out where to, you know, so that, you know, all of that has to be done together. Are people out there that are lawyers? Like I never been to 4-year university. I don't have a degree or nothing. I did take college level classes, and I did teach myself by reading quite a bit. I'm self-learned. But there's people out there that have degrees, and for us to sit back and really not come together and do something, I had an organization reach out, you know, but all the wrong that we saw done here in the Gambia, particularly, even over there, man, we have to come together and we have to address these things, and we got to bring these people to justice. We got to bring them to justice. One guy, he's so frustrated. He said, you know, he brought property, right? And he said he'd been to court 11 times. And then the people that own the property, they know the judge. And I know they know the judge because I know everything. You know what I mean? And I know all of this is just a matter of conversation, a little bit of money. Hey, put this off, put it off. They from America. But the crazy thing behind it is that you got repats that set that whole thing up for people to be exploited like that.
Wow.
Because they use the judicial system even against me. They try to use it against me, but you know, when you ain't do nothing, you straight. When you ain't do nothing,
Wow.
you know, the whole time just sitting back, like watch when the smoke clears, we're gonna see, because the uproar was so great. That means something bad was happening, right?
Yeah, I remember.
But it wasn't what, huh?
I remember.
Something bad was happening because people saw it, and it was an organized effort to bring a whole community of people down.
It's
So that
historical, though.
the market,
It's
huh?
historical. It's
Huh?
historical. It is historical. You
Yes,
understand?
exactly.
So every time we take a step, the enemy comes to try to throw chaos, and they work through certain people, and they know what we dealing with, and they know how to turn our screw. But we too have to be aware, you know, of what it takes to defend ourselves against these things, because it's historical. It's not one move we can make where the enemy is not trying to turn our screw, and they got us. They caught us slipping.
Hey, this brother, Aphrodamus asked the question. So am I saying? So is your claim that Gambia judges are being bribed? I mean, you know better than me. You know the corruption here. You know, it's like, yeah, it's
Look,
crazy. It's crazy.
Quasi,
It's crazy.
as
You
far
know,
my answer to that question is, people in Ghana have lost their lives over land disputes. And I'm talking
yeah.
about people that came from America. Blood was shed on this ground over foolishness, land scams, and petty and crazy, outrageous disputes. People's money was played with, and people lost their lives over here. Okay, so this is not some kind of joke. This is not a game. Okay, so when things get to that level, yes, anything can happen, especially when you dealing with people who are willing to do anything to
You
steal
know,
and to bring
I'm
chaos.
making a call out. I'm making a call out, and I had a few people that call. I want you to email me, QuasiBoyd@yahoo.com. That's KWESIBOYD at yahoo.com. I've already been speaking with the prosecutor here. Yes, the judges and all of that. If you go, one brother, he was just on my page. He brought land, and on the recent one that I did, he said he's been to court 11 times. He's been over. He's very familiar with the system here, and they just keep delay in his process, and it's hundreds of people. Okay, it's hundreds of people. Trust me, I've
Wow.
been working with a couple of them to try to get their situation fixed, and these people are extremely upset. Some of them are, expressing violence. You understand what I'm saying? We heard
That's
it on
why. That's why I
Nigerian.
brought that up.
He,
That's why I brought that
huh?
up because that's why I brought it up because this thing is very serious. It's very serious.
Right, right. In like I said, I have, I really, I was here before everybody came, and I was, I still live good. I got my thing going on. We stay busy. When we were working in the repatriation market, when I started, we were super busy. At the time all of that stuff happened, I was so exhausted. It actually gave me a break. You understand? You have people with high level of skill, high level of resources trying to help. You understand what I'm saying? And you have people that it took a minute to get to the bottom of this. You understand what I'm saying? And however, it was a perfect storm because even the person that I was working with, there could have been a lot of damage control that was done, and it was just a combination of everybody just being niggas. You understand what I'm saying? It was a combination. However, the next time something like this happened, or the time after that, is definitely going to be horrible news. We just had a confrontation the other day. Anybody that don't know, I actually was arrested here for an assault because I got assaulted and I end up assaulting somebody, but I end up, having to pay a lot of money to get out of it because the person was injured. You understand? So, you know, I'm not trying to be running into people. The person who assaulted me, he was actually a white man. So he was a white British man. So we got to deal with, and it's not, like I said, that's not every day when you go out there, but I never expected something like that to happen while I was here. I thought I
Yeah,
was,
that's
away from
crazy.
that. But you
It
know what I'm
happens
saying?
though,
Where
Casey.
we
It
from,
happened to us
if something
too,
like
but
that happened, we going to jail. And now I don't. Now it's to a point like when I'm walking around, it's like, yo, like the other day we ran into YouTubers here, and there were threats of violence. You understand what I'm saying? There was threats of violence. So as more people coming over, we're seeing more and more confrontation because people are divided, people are individual, people about themselves. Assalamu alaikum. So they claim that, mostly everything here as far as the courts, people, I guess it's like a tip. So most of the time, you're tipping people, you're trying to help out your fellow man, your brother. People don't get paid a lot here. Cynthia, I lost your visual. So within the culture, you have. Oh, I see you there. You're on the other one. So within the culture, you have a lot, and this fiat culture. It's probably where America was in the 1940s, 1950s. You paying people and you paying. And I've seen that in the court system. I know people at the high levels of, the judiciary, high levels of, the law enforcement. You know what I mean? I was with the main YouTuber here while we were meeting all of these people. So I know just as many people. In fact, they burned all of those bridges. But in any case, it's just a way of life here. But if you're not from here and you're coming over here for the first time, I feel sorry for those people because you will be intimidated. You will be intimidated. You will be, extorted. You understand what I'm saying? And you will be made to feel like you have no power. which you don't when you got other people from diaspora that use all of the support that you send them to buy the legal system, to buy the court system, to buy the police. You sending them over money to buy land, and you think you building an equal community. All they're doing is building a political protection around themselves, a political
That is
and a
crazy,
legal
man.
protection around themselves, buying these people off, and then when you come and find out that they ripped you off, you can't do nothing.
Well, if that's what they think, uh, if that's what they think, then they are mistaken. And I would say that this is a very dangerous situation for basically all involved, but especially for people who are taking people's money.
Right.
I've seen what has happened here. We've been through that, and that it's nasty. We haven't recovered. We have not recovered from it yet. We haven't.
Okay, and it was two people that lost their life.
Well, it two, maybe it could be more than two. It's some debate about that.
You know, like I tell people all the time, they think I say I'm married because I'll be trying to brag about that. I'm not bragging about that. It's because I'm showing you that if the day come where the people get tired of our presence, you're gonna need somebody to protect you.
And well, look, it wasn't the Ghanaians who lashed out in that way. It was other people who had been scammed out of tens of thousands of dollars. You know,
From the U.S.,
some people. You said what?
it was people from the U.S.
Yes, yes.
Okay, are you talking about this situation where a bunch of land was given to the brother and his wife, and they started selling it instead of allocating it, and then it was a son of one of the people in the land. You know that one?
I'm talking about that, but the story is a little mixed up. But I've talked to the
Okay.
elders. I was around when it happened, so I know what happened. Um, and I'm saying this to say that this is Africa. You know, just like you could bribe a judge, you don't have to do little or nothing to get at somebody over here if that's what you want to do. So people have to be careful with people's money and how they treat people over here.
People, it's about solutions. Okay, and I have there's people who know about the situation with the loss of land and everything that took place. Carlos, people that have land that want to help you. If you lost your money in a land purchase, contact me, KWESIBOYD at yahoo.com. All right. There's people that will give you land as long as you commit to, building, supporting, that community. That could have been done from day one. That could be done
They've
from day
already
one.
they've already allocated over 30,000 acres of land for returnees here in Ghana. And if I'm not mistaken, almost every country that I know about in Africa either has or is willing to do something similar. So, but the way that we're coming is making it difficult for us to access the resources and the opportunities that the people here are trying to give us.
Okay, did you hear this, sister? Now look at it. They want us to come over here. They want to be able to give us land and gift us land. But you got people that's coming over here before you having those conversations, and instead of telling the people, hey, listen, we have a community here. We're gonna, they want to give us this land. If you have the wherewithal to actually build in 2 or 3 years, you can get a piece of land and you can develop it here as long as we get back to the community, right? We support the hospital, the school, create some opportunity jobs. Maybe we'll hire the contractors in the community to build for us, right? But this is what they're doing. They're coming over here and they say, okay, um, I'm gonna sell them the land. It's
for
gonna be,
10 times the amount.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no regulation. So, you just have to be aware of that. We know it exists. You know what I mean? It's not a perfect world. We can't expect it to be. We can't expect things just to be easy. We can't expect things to be handed to us. If we choose to make haphazard decisions, we should expect, haphazard results. And so in terms of land, like, in 2 years, I'll be a citizen here because that'll be 7 years that I've been married. And I'll actually be able to own as much land as I want as a citizen. You understand? So these are the type of people we want to work with. We don't want to work with people that's just over here and they don't even understand land. They don't understand the land. They don't understand the business. Actually, one person that was selling the land, they knew. Trust me, 2 years ago we knew it was problems. 2 years ago we knew it was problems. That's why I stepped away from saying anything about land. Nobody know me for outside of when I first started selling land with this particular YouTuber. After that, I went to a whole nother lane. I said, let's build a community. Let's do a land development deal. I wouldn't even tell. Well, we sold a few people land. However, we were more so promoting, let's do it the right way. But the other person was promoting, hey, get your little, piece of in the sun. And they ain't even get that little piece, but they gave up a piece of their money.
Dangerous. That's dangerous. Dangerous.
Oh yeah, I was. It's always someone in the family that's gonna mess it up for all of us, and that's right. That's right. But you know what? They have systems that we can incorporate that would take away, the power from individuals, and that's what you see when you see authoritarian type rules, or you see individuals, dictators, and there's no transparency, there's no accountability, but we're buying into that as consumers. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And then, like in America, we brought into the whole system. Now we look around, 2021, there's nothing for ourselves, there's nothing for our youth, and there's no hope for the future there. We've invested trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars year after year, and century after decade, and century after century, only to now the middle class is the working poor. You got people that made $200,000, $300,000 that's living check to check because we've been made into consumers. Instead of investing in ourselves by saying, hey, let's get a community. Let's get a big piece of land that's big enough so we can have a community. And then if people want to live and build their houses outside of that community, that subdivision, because we want a subdivision. Hey, listen, I need my spa. You know what I mean? I like manicures. I like pedicures. Like we used to go to Jeju all the time in Atlanta. I had I had a team of like 20 people, probably about 16 girls. You understand what I'm saying? And we always got money. You understand? So I'm used to traveling all over. I've been to Vegas like 20 times, South America, Central America, the US Virgin Islands. I'm used to a high level of life. You're not getting that here. You understand what I'm saying? You're not, customer service is poor. The quality of food is not the same level in which we experience. They don't have the range, the variety, because this is here. We got to import our quality of life to a large degree, what we cannot produce ourselves. We should make every effort to be able to produce every need that we need, and a lot of it is just simple technology, canning technology, drying, technology, right? But a clubhouse, I always
I've
told.
been teaching. I've been teaching food preservation here since last year. So
Right. Actually, I'm coming down there, so I'm making arrangements to come right now. We just had some setback. I mean, it's been ugly in the States, man. And every time I go to the States, it only reinforces why I came over here, because our people so effed up, man. Our people so effed up. You could do good business with our people. You could do good business and be blameless, and then these people got a
Yeah.
problem. Oh, this guy, one time, a couple years ago, I paid this dude $80,000 in commission, right? He goes on social media like, oh, Quasi owe me 80K, right? Because he wants to get over on another girl. You understand what I mean? It's just crazy. I mean, you can pay a person, and then this utter hate. Now, this same person come back to me and say, hey, I apologize. They always do that. I apologize. You understand? I do business with him. Now he owe me money. I'm not even going out there. I'm not going to put it out there like that. But it never fails. Our people so corrupt. And my father was a police officer in New Haven, Connecticut. He said,
Really?
our people will make you kill them. And I've seen, like, our people so small-minded. I just, I try to really limit myself from being exposed to certain people. And I know a lot of people on this YouTube that's behind the scene that's sending these messages. That's why I was like, let me see your face, because I want to see who I'm talking to, because we want to know if you're competent, and then we can see that. By just looking at you and looking, at your demeanor and seeing you, we know what we're dealing with. But with YouTube, you have people out there, they're putting out all types of stuff. They're making all types of comments and trying to distract the broader movement.
Yeah. I mean, I wish they would collect their back pay from the U.S. State Department because they're doing the job.
What you say? Hey sis, what I'm doing right now, and the people, we have some land, and it's a nice little ride away from just little locality here, and it's gonna have this clubhouse with the basketball court, the tennis. Our community is gonna be live, and we really, we really don't even need. Most of it's gonna be Gambians. We're not gonna have a whole
Yeah.
bunch of people from the U.S. there, so they can be bringing in their guns. People talking about, could we bring the guns over here?
Hey,
Can we
bro,
bring
they
guns
just
over
don't
here?
get it.
No, this is not a
They
gun culture.
just
Why you
don't
want to
get
bring
it.
guns over here? So when you shoot one of these native people one time, you can hang it up. I don't give a damn if they broke into your house. If they break into your house and you shoot one of these native people and kill them, they ain't gonna give a damn about them breaking into your house. All they're gonna say is these people killed one of our people. Are you not
Yeah.
thinking? Huh? People, you want to bring guns over here? You bring a gun over here, it better be for hunting.
Man, people just don't get it. I'm glad I'm married to a Ghanaian to kind of give me some,
Uh-huh.
to give me the lowdown because he was like, we don't handle things like that here. If you got to make a move, you
Hey,
got to
hold on a
do it.
second. He said, Lassa Judah said I might scratch Gambia off my list. Hey, brother, if you're going to scratch Gambia off your list, you might as well just scratch Africa off your list, because, Gambia is the best. I think Gambia is the best place as far as what I've seen. The people, we're not talking about the Gambian people. There's 2 million Gambian people here. We're talking about the repack community that you're going to have to go upside one of their head. We ain't talking about the Gambian people. We talking about a small group of people acting a fool. Don't scratch Gambia off your list. Come on over to Gambia. You don't have to see near person over here. Come over here. Start working with on a grassroots level, and that's how we're gonna be impactful. We don't have to. We don't have to get all together and group together. Gambia is beautiful. Anybody that's watching this, don't be turned off by Gambia or anywhere else here. Just know that there's problems. Just know that when you come, you might run into people that'll try to, start talking negative about other people. Just do your research. And a lot of it's transparent. A lot of these people with their own business have their own agenda. And anything that's going to come out their mouth is going to be only to support what they're doing. If they see somebody else, yeah, I heard about him, but I don't really die. I don't care what he doing.
Well, you know, my whole thing is coming to Africa is about stepping into a new level of responsibility and accountability for African people.
Um,
For us, that's what we're doing. So if you think you're gonna come over, everything gonna be easy and you know, everybody gonna kiss your ass, it's not gonna happen. You know, you gotta have a vision, you gotta have a team, you gotta have a plan, and you gotta have fortitude. You know, so no, this is not. It's not something to play with. This is serious. This is something
eh,
that we're setting up for
mhm.
our future. It's not a playground, you know. And
Yeah.
and and,
Eh,
and
eh,
people have to understand that.
well, you know what? You know what, sister? I'm thinking about that damn macaroni and cheese and that food you made. But we need to be everybody that have good intention. We can have that camaraderie. We can have that unity. Like I said, I'm a very resourceful person. I don't need people to do what I need to do. You know, before you know it, I'll be inviting you to my spot, and then when you guys are pulling up there, you're gonna be like, "Wow, you guys built all of this." But I'm not. We can't talk because if I say, "Hey, I got this spot here," then you got people on YouTube that'll start sending emails to other people. Oh, Quasi down there, he trying to scam people.
Yeah, yeah,
They're trying to hold on to those old lies, right? But and then just to kind of spoil things, and a lot of times I don't put people that I know on here because I feel like people end up trying to contact them. Hey, sending them. You heard this about Quasi? Sending stuff from people that came over here on sex tourism. Don't y'all understand these people that made accusations that came over here had the first day they got over here paid $1,000 to try to to sleep with somebody that was working for me to take them away from my organization. You understand what
that's
I'm saying? And all of this
nasty.
stuff is public. When you hear people running around talking about Art and Quasi scam, that's where they getting this stuff from sex tourists. They try to blame me on breaking into the house, and come to find out it was two different guys this lady was sleeping with. And she
Dang,
got me
they
all out there,
nasty.
mad at me because they making the wrong decisions and nothing could be done. Nothing. You understand? Anybody that's out here watching and that may have know the situation, and this person's still out there putting out rhetoric about things. First of all, the federal government, United States of America, will not get involved with a $16,000 situation. You understand? You got to be doing tens of millions of dollars. It's just ridiculous. These people out there, and the Gambian authorities, or for the community, the Gambian authorities let you guys know that you guys were a part of one of the biggest lies, one of the biggest scams in the diaspora community. When they interviewed me, interviewed all my workers, looked at all my finances, looked at the contract. When he looked at the contract, he said this should have never made it this far. But guess what? It was people from the UK that was there trying to push it, going up there and trying to get me arrested. They try to take a video of me. They try to publicly humiliate me. But you know what? They had their plan, and God has a plan too. You understand what I'm saying? And this time that we living in is a powerful time, and I feel sorry for those that anything that come to people, you deserve it. These people need to be brought to justice. You know what I mean? These people need to be brought before the community and made to give a public apology to this community and what they did, but they'll never do it. They're gonna stay, right in their arrogance all the way until they go to the prison or the community rise up against them. And Afridamus, we're gonna do that video. And I was like, is xenophobia growing here in the Gambia? All right. Listen, I have family here. I am here. None of my family, they scared to deal with people from the US because they came in and my family embraced them, and damn near every single one of them turned. My wife said these people will turn on you in a minute. All right. My other boy, Elvin, he had a situation. A sister went over there and tried to ruin his business. She ran to some YouTubers. They made a live about it, defaming this man character without having the decency of calling this man. His wife was furious. She was furious. Everybody around that situation, we employ a lot of Gambian people, a lot of people eating off the situation. They're talking. They're the ones that's upset. There's other Gambians that's out there that see what Juliet Ryan is doing here in this country, and they are upset about it. And it's all coming out.
Yeah.
Her husband leaves the country.
Yeah.
I had to throw her corrupt name in there because she's the one that led us down into this.
It's the same thing that's going on here in Ghana, quite frankly. It's the same thing. And Ghanaians are not having it, bro. They are not having it. They are not. And we're starting to get the backlash from some of this foolishness just now. And it's not nice at all.
Hold on one second. Well, you guys have, it's about information, okay? It's about information and you guys getting the real truth about what's going on. There's been so much fear and intimidation over the movement here. So many people were even scared to say Juliet name. And I'm not going to say her 100 times, but everybody know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? I don't come from that place. Nobody's going to intimidate me. I'm not scared of nobody. They all try to come and gang up to me and have people sending all types of threats. I lost not a nice sleep. Not one night's sleep. I didn't come over here to have to deal with this, but it's a part of the community that's out there. A lot of the natives are unaware of the people, but there's enough that is aware that it could become problems. Okay. However, for an individual coming over, I don't care where you go. If you respect the culture and you integrate, you're fine. But if you're there and you don't really know how to identify with it, a lot of people are coming here treat the locals like they're in a zoo. Hey, look at the African people. Let me take a picture. You know what I mean? They still have the white man mindset. 80% of the people, are tied up and they still associate themselves with Western ideology, Western value systems. Individuality is our big problem. Africa is not a culture of individuality. You can't make it here like that. The economy, the world, you can't make it in America like that. You think you're gonna come over here and make it? There ain't no welfare over here.
You hear me? You would think we would have learned by now.
I'm here. I hear you.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but you know what, Casey? Even with all of this, I'm more encouraged today than I have ever been before. You know what I mean?
You more what?
I'm more encouraged today. And part of why I'm encouraged is watching how the stuff that you didn't dealt with over in the Gambia, I watch how you deal with it. I know what we should do. You understand?
Okay, you said you watch how I deal with it and what?
It helps me to understand the situation more clearly. We know what we're dealing with, and we know what we have to do. So when you face something like this, it doesn't set you back. It pushes you forward. You understand?
Hey, anybody that's successful, right? Anybody that's successful always know. I listen to Jim Rohn all the time. He's a motivational speaker. He said life is like the seasons. You have your summers and you have your winters. And just before summer, you have spring, right? And just before winter, you have fall. But it's a cycle.
Come on.
So what we seen here, like I said, the type of activity that we had prior to everybody that came, it was the energy everybody was looking for. We was living it. Hey,
Say hi, say hi.
what's up? How you doing? I was just watching your video. I was just here. I go. Hold on a second.
Uh, uh,
I was just telling everybody how y'all came over and we y'all cooked for us. Me and my family. Thanks.
Oh yeah, that was so fun.
he's still talking about
Yeah,
the mac and
exactly. I'm
cheese.
coming. I'm coming. I'll be back next month.
Oh,
Oh,
good. We look forward to it. But yeah, Quasi.
Hold
I
on one
I
sec.
I don't know if you noticed, but I called the Exodus Alliance when everything was happening. And I was like, look, if y'all gonna really be the Exodus Alliance, you got to come in and help mediate this situation. You know? I don't know if you know that I did that, but I did. And
Uh-huh.
one thing that I learned from you engaging them in that process is the importance of being organized and having systems in place so that you can be transparent, you
Right.
know? And
Right.
that sets you up for success in a lot of ways, including when people come with some bullshit. You got everything laid out, and I could show you exactly what we did, and here is my documentation. That shit was
Right.
cold as hell.
Right. Right. Like I said, you got to be able to produce. If you open your mouth and say you can do A, B, and C, you had better be able to do A, B, and C. You understand what I'm saying? With me, you know, I've worked with the Internal Revenue Service for 20 years and you have to do a federal background check to work with the IRS. Not only myself, I set many people up to become EROs with the Internal Revenue Service. I'm an ERO.
Wow.
That's an electronic return originator. And I've been doing taxes for 20 years. I have a clothing line. You
Wow.
guys might have saw that, over a decade. The first one I did was over 2 decades ago. All right. We had a $1 million deal back then. I did another one 20 years ago. And and you guys will see, I'm not, I'm not somebody that was working a job in the States ever. You understand what I'm saying? I don't come from a worker mentality. For me, if I didn't go out there and make things happen, I didn't eat. My family didn't prosper, but I've been able to do that very well. My children, they're well traveled, well educated, and I came here so that I can, help other brothers and sisters who might not be as strong or who might not be as seasoned as I am. You understand what I'm saying? I laid a
Yeah,
foundation out, and then now I can take you in. I brought people into my house, and the first thing they want to do is try to align themselves with hypocrites so that they can, get YouTube fame. It ain't even about money.
man, yeah, that was crazy. I mean, but you know what? We moving on. We all
Huh?
learned. I said we're moving forward. We all learned a lot. So we got to be grateful for that, for the experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like us as a people, we don't respect the people that lay it down before us, and that's our, But like I said, right now it's an age where we really need to rely on, innovation and technology. They have technology that could run businesses. They have a technology called DOA, and it's related to blockchain technology. It's a decentralized, autonomous organization. Basically, you program it. It does everything. You can vote on issues. Land. You can vote on different actions. You can create different protocols. You can pay people. You can pay dividends, all automated. They have what's called smart contracts. So the smart contractors say, okay, an investor that's coming in at 1,000, they're going to get a quarterly return of this or an annual return of this, and that happens automatically. There's no middle
Wow.
person. Or say if I'm looking at a piece of land right now, so we put it out there to the community. No one person can buy it. So we have, as a part of our agenda, we need to get secure some land. So we have a board of trustees. All right. So we send people out there to look at the land, and then we submit that to the community. Okay, we have this land, and then when they get a majority vote, we go ahead and once the majority vote there, the funds are automatically released. You put all of the information into the program. A program will be created, but it's autonomous. It's not one person. You can have ambassadors and people that go out there, and they can even be compensated. It's all fed into the system. The data is fed into the system as far as timesheets, times, commissions. Everything.
Wow. Wow.
Right. They have this movie, man. Y'all need to look up. It's called The Circle, and it's kind of like one of those like Steve Jobs, like it was like a tech company, a Silicon
Uh,
Valley company, but it not with the first person.
what happened? Am I still on? Oh my goodness.
Peace, family. I'm back. We've been up here. It's been about an hour and 12 minutes, and we just been speaking about what we need to do, repatriating, and to make everyone aware that there is problems as we've seen in the past, and you know me coming over here, I said that I wanted to be able to come over and I wanted to lay the foundation for the ones that will come behind me. And if I had to be sacrificed to do that, you know, so be it. You know, because it's going to bring about something huge. Before everyone came, we were doing tremendous. I'm waiting for her to get back on. She's going to pop up here in a second. So many people. I was speaking with a lot of people. I know you people out there, you guys are seeing everything come forward. We have to continue to talk about this because there's a lot of details that people don't know. That's my role. My role is to make sure, because in the Gambia, they have the TRRC, which is the Truth and Reconciliation Committee. They are discussing issues that took place during the former administration of Yahya Jammeh, which spanned over decades, and they're investigating and still investigating wrongs that were done. People are coming up saying, hey, you still talking about that? Hey, it ain't no, man, please. I blocked them immediately. If you're not feeling what I'm saying, just unsubscribe from my channel. You understand? It's not the place for you. Not, you can't handle the truth. Where's Cynthia at? Mm-hmm. No, she said, do you see me? No. So Cynthia's cool, man. And, like I said, there's people, Kiki, I always give Kiki props, because if it wasn't for Kiki, wow, who's fighting for you guys? It's certainly not none of the people that hear that know the truth. They won't let you know that. They're not going to tell you the truth. That's crazy. They'll let you believe some bullshit so that they can, so they can be more popular, so that there's nobody, any competition they trying to kill. But you're not going to win, man. I know there's some insecure people out here that's watching. I'm not, when I'm talking, I'm never thinking about them. Never thinking about them. I want to get as far away from these Gambian YouTubers, haters as possible. You guys saw my daughter earlier, man. You know, I got a beautiful, beautiful daughter. And my daughter, actually, her uncle, he's the Akalo. He is the Akalo. People were asking me, Quasi, why you ain't buy land? Listen, I brought land 2 years ago. I was one of the first people that brought land under the hype. And I'm telling you, we knew it was problems 2 years ago. I had to sell my land, and I'm glad I sold it. Hold on, where is she at? Let me try to call her right quick so I can get her back on. Good sister. I think we're gonna do something every week. You know, please like, share, and subscribe. I normally don't say that, but I'm realizing that is needed for this information to get out there about all of this, my journey, my experience, which is my journey and my experience. And I'm going to tell my story. Nobody's going to tell me not to tell my story. Are you kidding me? I'm going to tell my story. Leave me alone. Don't worry about me. If you don't want to hear my story, tune into another network. Mass Quasi, Go Hard Gambia. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one for now. And then what we can do is we can do a part 2. She says she lost me. You got black people over here acting complete, disrespecting the authorities, disrespecting the law. You know what I mean? The authorities telling them, disrespecting other repats. You know, in my situation, it was shared. Hey, you know, let us do a resolution. Let's see what's gonna go on. Even if there is problems, you don't try to destroy your brother. You try to help them. And then what if you wrong? Like in that case, dead wrong. Now, so many people was hurt, so many people was injured that we all got to go up into the court. And then, like I said, some of these people being used by other people, rabbit hole run deep, but we in there. We in there. This is the Gambia that y'all should know about. You know, all of the other stuff that they showing. You know, it's people, man, like I said, you know, we know we don't have much intelligent motion going on over here. You know, we don't have one association that we can go to and register when we come in and know the brothers and sisters that here. Do you all know that we had a brother and sister from the U.S.? A brother, he passed away here. He died. And they had a funeral for him. But most people don't know that. It's a lot of sisters here that got caught up in the nonsense, and you can't do it by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Especially when people got you divided against good people. Then you thinking, hey, it's better for me just to hide and things like that. It's not, you know, like I said, it's use that integration model I told you, you know, get with a family, adopt a family, you know, and do right by them. You know, look out. Don't come over here trying to leech off of people that, you know, come over here trying to start. I can't believe, man, people are coming over here trying to, you know, leech off of people who they should be helping. We're going to end this live, man. Thank you for watching. Mass Quasi, Go Hard Gambia. Until next video. Peace.